Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to unlock all the secrets to getting a money tree that's not just alive, but is absolutely thriving, lush, vibrant, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit lucky.
So are you on the hunt for that perfect houseplant? You know, the one that looks incredible but also brings a little something extra, like a dash of good fortune? Well, you are definitely in the right place. Okay, let's get right into it. Meet the money tree, also known as Pilea aquatica. You've probably seen its famous braided trunk. It's a huge symbol for prosperity, but here's the best part. It is surprisingly easy to take care of. And for all you pet owners out there, it is completely non-toxic, so you can breathe easy.
Now, get this. That beautiful, iconic braid, it doesn't actually grow that way. It's a little bit of human magic. Growers carefully weave the young, flexible stems together to create that signature look, which is said to literally lock in the good luck. How cool is that?
All right, lean in for this one. If you only take away one thing today, let it be this. The number one secret to a happy money tree is getting the watering just right.
And here is the paradox. The biggest mistake people make isn't neglect, it's actually loving their plant too much, specifically with the watering can. It's kind of funny because its scientific name, Pilea aquatica, points to its home in the wetlands. But in a pot, it's a whole different story. Those roots need to breathe, and if they're drowning, you're basically killing it with kindness.
And hey, don't just take it from me. Plant expert Anastasia Remislow says her number one tip is to resist the urge to overwater. She recommends making it a simple weekly habit. Stick your finger in the soil. Is it dry a couple of inches down? Great, give it a drink. If it's still damp, just walk away. So how do you know what your plant is trying to tell you? Well, here's a look. Overwatering gives you yellow, drooping leaves and constantly damp soil. The real red flag, though, a soft, mushy trunk. On the flip side, underwatering looks like wilting, crispy leaves, and soil that's completely bone dry. Your soil is the ultimate truth teller here. Awesome. Now that we've got the watering down, let's talk about setting up the perfect environment. We're basically going to build the ideal home for your money tree to live its best life. First up, light. Think of it as plant food. What you're aiming for is bright, indirect sunlight. Picture a spot near an east-facing window. What you absolutely want to avoid is harsh, direct sun. It will literally burn the leaves. And while it can survive in lower light, it won't thrive. It'll get all stretched out and leggy, which is not the look we're going for. Okay, let's get down to the literal foundation, the pot and the soil. The key word here is drainage. You need a potting mix that drains really well, and this is non-negotiable. Your pot absolutely must have drainage holes at the bottom. This is your best defense against root rot. And when you repot every couple of years, just go up 1 or 2 inches in diameter. No need for a mansion. And what about temperature? Well, good news. Your money tree pretty much likes the same temperatures you do, anywhere between 65 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's perfectly happy. So standard room temperature is just fine. One thing it really doesn't like, though, is drama. Sudden drafts from a window or blasts of hot or cold air from a vent? Yeah, no thank you. A stable, consistent environment is what keeps it from getting stressed out and dropping its leaves. So we've covered how to keep your plant alive, but now let's talk about how to make it thrive. These are the little touches that will encourage that gorgeous full canopy you're dreaming of. Think of fertilizer like a little vitamin boost. You only need to do it about once a month and only during the spring and summer when it's actively growing. The big secret? Dilute a standard houseplant fertilizer to half strength. And please, remember this rule. Always water your plant before you fertilize. Always. And please, don't be afraid to give your tree a little trim. Pruning is your best friend. When you snip off old yellow leaves or trim back some of the longer branches, you're actually sending a signal to the plant to push out new, fuller growth. It's like a haircut that encourages it to get healthier. Look, things can go wrong. It happens. But don't panic. We're going to quickly cover how to fix the most common problems. And then we get to the really fun part, making brand new money trees for free. Here it is, your go-to cheat sheet. See yellowing leaves? It's almost always overwatering. Brown, crispy edges on the leaves? It needs more humidity. Did it suddenly drop a bunch of leaves? It's probably stressed from a draft or a sudden move. And that dreaded mushy trunk? That's a root rot SOS. This chart makes diagnosing things a whole lot easier. You want to know what the ultimate sign of a happy plant is? when it's so healthy and content that you can literally create new life from it. I mean, that's when you know you've really cracked the code.
And it's so much easier than you think. Just snip off a piece of stem about 4 to 6 inches long that has at least 2 of those little bumps. Those are called nodes. Pluck off the bottom leaves, stick the stem in a jar of water so a node is submerged, and just change out the water every few days. Before you know it, you'll see roots. Once they're a couple inches long, you can plant your new baby money tree. It's seriously one of the most rewarding things ever. You know, getting this plant to grow and flourish, it's about more than just having a nice piece of decor. A healthy, thriving tree that you can propagate from, that feels like a pretty powerful metaphor. And honestly, it's just the beginning.
So that really leaves us with this one final thought. We know this plant is a symbol of prosperity and good fortune. By nurturing it, you're interacting with that idea every single day. So the real question is, what kind of prosperity are you and your money tree going to grow together?